Hey, thanks for tuning in. Jed's Moto here. Just going over my 1,000 mile review on my 2018 Triumph Bonneville T120. So I've just got about 1,100 miles on this thing, and it's been running phenomenal. I try to use a different adjective this time. I'm at 1123. Just want to kind of go over some of the things that I like about the bike, some things I've done to the bike. So, no problems. Haven't had any issues, not one hiccup, really. Did the 600-mile service. It was actually quite easy. The oil filter was a bit of a pain. So, I am running the K&N oil filter unit, which has the little nut on the bottom to make it a little easier next time. The manual is asking for 10,000 mile oil changes. I've got Castrol full synthetic in. I'll probably follow that maintenance schedule. Anyways, the bike's been running great. The X-Pipe with the MGO reverse cone filters has been pretty good. I've been putting some big miles on. Biggest day so far is about 280 miles, which is pretty good. And the thing is, I get on the bike and I ride it, and I still want to keep going. I've had a lot of rain this weekend. But still put about over close to 600 miles on the bike in the last couple of days. So just going to go over some of the things that I want to mention that that's really great about this motorcycle is the fuel injection is really good. The throttle response is really good. I've had nothing but great things to report on it. The bike's been just running awesome. The ABS, traction control, all been really pinnacle in my riding the last couple of days, especially in the heavy rain and snowing conditions. I had some snow, but bike's been a champ. No real issues. The only real grievances I've had so far are some things that I can actually change out. One being that the bike's really tall. The first three gears are really quite snappy, but 4th, 5th, and 6th act like overdrive 1, 2, and 3. So by the time you're shifting into 4th and you really get after it, it's really kind of just stretching out and kind of dogging down. So not really dogging, it's just kind of stretched out. So I'm going to be running a Thruxton R 16-tooth front sprocket to kind of just counteract that longness of the gears, and kind of give it a little bit more bite. Maybe I'll utilize 4th gear as an accelerating gear, especially in the twisties, because there's times where I'm going through sweepers, finding out I'm running out of leg in 3rd gear. I really wish I could go into 4th, but I put into 4th and I just really lose a lot of that sprint power. Touring wise, the bike's been really good. The cruise control that I have equipped on my bike has been a great addition. I would highly recommend getting cruise control if you can afford to, the extra few $100s it's going to be to put it on there. It really wasn't too much extra. The Triumph dealer at National Power Sports really helped me out with that. So other than that, the bike's been run flawless. It acts more like a modern motorcycle. This modern motorcycle through and through. I got a couple of people who always ask what year it is, but I have to remind them it's a 2018. So, no other real issues, really. The brakes are pretty adequate. The ABS works great. I've got this luggage rack on. I put my Kappa 53-liter top case on. It's been working great. There's really no issues to report in right now. So, other than the tall gearing, which is kind of like the only bummer that I can really report in, the bike has been running solid. So, but that's about it. That's a quick 1,000 mile review. I should be up to 3,000 miles in a couple weeks, and I'll do another review, go over any kind of issues that may transpire. But right now, the bike is just rock solid. It's just probably one of the best motorcycles ever. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say, like in my other reviews, that I'm in love with it. I am in love with it. But on a practical setting, this bike, it is the epitome of a standard motorcycle. It does everything and anything I ask for it well. The comfort is just spot on. The seat is great because you can kind of shift forward and back like I said, I did 300 miles, and if it wasn't for the rain and the snow coming down, I probably would have put on another 100, 200 miles, no problems at all. I did install this fly screen. It's kind of giving me a little bit more stretch on my bigger days without it going naked, doing the complete naked bike. It really does beat the heck out of you. The fly screen is definitely the way to go. I had a bigger screen on. I was noticing some buffeting issues, so I really wouldn't recommend going with a bigger screen. The fly screen definitely, it does the job. You know, the only other bikes that I can really compare this to is probably in comparison is like general comfort, power, do it all is my Gen 1 01 FZ1, which was just a great all-around motorcycle, a really fast motorcycle, where the Triumph really won't get you into trouble, where the FZ1 would get you in trouble. Right now, the top speed of the bike is about 125 miles an hour. It's about as fast as I've been up to it. I probably had a little bit more, but I was kind of running out of road, so that was about all I could really felt brave enough to give her. I gotta say, it does live up to its T120 name, which is obviously where the 120 comes from, is the 120 mile per hour model, and it definitely does 120 miles an hour, no problem, and it gets there quite quickly. So we'll do the ton quite easily, quite quickly. Everything else has been pretty good. No real issues. Like I said, there's no issues at all. So that's basically it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post them on the video. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Anyways, this is my 1,000 mile review. We'll do another 3,000 mile review, 5,000 mile review, and a 10,000 mile review, and we'll kind of go over what goes wrong, what's right. So, just to touch base real fast on the fueling, miles per gallon. The range is quite good on this. I've been seeing about 180 miles a tank. That's when I'm really looking for gas, about 180 miles. Getting consistently anywhere from 48 if I'm really spirited to about 55 if I'm just slabbing and just kind of cruising. So the bike has really good gas mileage, considering the size of the displacement of the machine, in comparison to the Harley Davidson I had, which was getting closer to 35, 40. So, but anyways, like I said, I'll tune back in about 2,000 more miles, which will be a couple more weeks, maybe a little sooner than that. But anyways, tune in. Thanks for tuning in. Everyone ride safe. Best.